Investing in Solana NFTs might seem like a great opportunity in 2021, but before doing that, you need to watch that video because I will share with you 3 things you have to consider, and the first is not actually a positive one because there is a concern for the Solana blockchain going on. You will see what I mean, and as well I will share with you how to get started investing in Solana NFTs, because obviously it's a place where we can flip NFTs much easier and faster without gas fees. So if you're ready, let's go for it. Hello everyone, it's Pep Alexander. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to the trading channel, and in today's video I'll be talking about investing in Solana NFTs. Before doing that, I want to point out that the Solana just exploded in 2021. I have been trading it a lot, and if you look just in July, it was trading at $22-23 and it reached the all-time high of $259 and currently dropped to $160, and that drop is because of a news that we had recently that the Solana blockchain experiences congestion, slowing transactions to 10,000 per second. Now, if you're brand new to Solana, you have to know that it was considered to be a revolution on the NFT market because of the many transactions and because there are no gas fees. However, on 11th of December, we had another suffer on the Solana with a DDoS attack. And from the tweet below, we can see that this is because Solana operates on a centralized network that consists of a small number of nodes and a small number of servers. So that is something they need to improve if they want to keep it going on. And the investors obviously don't want to see those DDoS attacks. I'm not going into details about that, but it's a recent concern, and that reflected the Solana price a lot. But it's not only that, the whole crypto market is on fire right now and all the coins are negative. We just see some positiveness today, but you can see Bitcoin is down, Ethereum, Binance, Solana, Cardano, but Solana is 16% down, which is the most in the top 10 for the last 7 days. And I'm pretty sure that if they fix the issue with the DDoS attacks, everything will go on the positive side. Now, sorry for starting out the video with a negative news, but it is what it is. So if you want to trade NFTs on Solana or flip them, you are probably on the best place to do it. Why? Because there are no gas fees. If you are familiar with the NFTs in general, you would know that the most traded collections are based on the top of Ethereum blockchain, and Ethereum blockchain is related with a lot of gas fees. For example, on Opensea, you have to pay an initial one-time gas fee if you want your account to be approved, and at the current moment it is above $200, which is quite a lot if you are just starting out. On Solana there is no such initial fee, and you can buy and sell NFTs much easier. Simply you are paying for the NFT price itself. So that's the second thing you have to bear in mind. And I have to add over here that if you are actually purchasing any NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain on a fixed price, you will have to pay gas fee. At the same time, if you are selling NFTs with an auction and you accept the offer, again you will be paying the gas fee. There are no such gas fees on Solana, and I guess this is one of the reasons why it got really popular in 2021. So if I click on statistics, you will see that the trading volume is already huge. You will notice that some of the projects are very similar to those we have on the Opensea and the Ethereum blockchain. For example, the Sol Punks are kind of imitation of the original crypto punks. You can see pixelized punks that are with a more colorful background. Obviously the price is much cheaper. So if I have to compare it, here we have a floor price, and for the beginners, floor price is the minimum price. And if I have to be more precise, floor price of 474 times $160, which is the current price of Solana, is about $750 as a minimum if you want to buy a Sol Punk on Solana. Now, if you are going for a crypto punk on Opensea or the Ethereum blockchain, you won't see a floor price displayed, but we know where it is, right? They are trading above the 100 Ethereum. There are some that are cheaper, but even 25 times 3,865 is nearly $100,000. So you will be actually pretty lucky if you buy a crypto punk on the Ethereum blockchain below $100,000. Now I will go for one more comparison between Solana and the Ethereum blockchain because I want you to have an idea of the trading volume as well. We can see that for the last 7 days, the Degenerate Ape Academy, or we can say that this is a Solana version of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. On Solana, they had $1,420,000, which is pretty much, right? It's a lot of money for the last 7 days as a volume. But if you compare the Bored Ape Yacht Club, they had 7,000 Ethereum. And if I have to be precise, 7,657 times what I said, 3,865 or something as a current price for the Ethereum. This is nearly $30 million, much more of a trading volume. So I wanted to compare that in front of you because if you are investing in Solana NFTs, you might be wondering, is it worthy actually to do it? Oh yeah, it is worthy, I can tell you that. Because all of those projects were brand new a few months ago and already the prices increased significantly. So those who were buying it early, they actually made quite a lot of money for holding the NFTs for a longer time, and as well flipping NFTs on Solana is much more preferable according to me, because one more time we don't pay the gas fees that we pay on Opensea. However, I'll be talking about flipping NFTs on Solana in another video, but now I want to talk more about investing in Solana NFTs. So if you are brand new and you don't know from where to start, the first thing you need to do is to select a wallet. And probably the first thing you will notice is that the MetaMask is not available over here, and MetaMask is the most popular wallet on Opensea, Rarible and the other NFT marketplaces. So we have the Solflare, Phantom, and no matter which one you will be using, we have the Ledger, which I like to use for a long-term investment, especially to keep Bitcoin and Ethereum for the long term on a hardware, so we are offline and away from the hackers. But no matter which wallet you will be choosing, make sure to grab it from the official website, for example phantom.app or solflare.com or solet.io, because if you're not choosing the official website, it is very likely that you get on a scam website and you will be sending actually your Solana to the bad guys. Alright, so how to start with Phantom? You need to add it to Chrome. It's an extension, and I will just click on add to Chrome and I will add the extension, and I will show it to you how to get started. If you are new to this, you need to click on create new wallet, and here is the phrase you need to copy. So these are 12 words you need to store offline on a piece of paper in case you need to recover your wallet. So just copy them. I will click on OK, I saved it somewhere, and I will need to drop a password. I will paste it, I will agree to the terms and conditions, make sure to go over them if you haven't, and I will click on save. And here is a tip that with Alt, Shift and P, I can open Phantom Wallet. Here it is, I have $0, and if I want to deposit some Solana, for example, I need to click on deposit, and I have the option to buy with MoonPay, which honestly I haven't tried, or I can transfer from FTX straight away, or I can actually send it from another exchange. I can scan the QR code or copy the wallet, okay? I guess everyone knows how to transfer crypto from one wallet to another. So after you set up your wallet and transfer some Solana, you are ready to buy NFTs and you will be investing in Solana NFTs. So probably the hardest question comes to which is the best project to invest into, because there are so many, right? There are hundreds of projects already on Solana, and on Opensea we have plenty of filters that are not available. We have the website called Rarity Tools where we can see the upcoming NFTs, and it's much better if you are minting any NFTs before it goes to the secondary market, because the secondary market, the Opensea or Solana, is actually the more expensive market. This is where already people are reselling or flipping NFTs for profits. And the best thing is if you are investing in Solana NFTs just on their launch date or before they are on the secondary market. So if I scroll down to the bottom, you will notice that there are many projects. At the current moment there are 144 listed, and actually if I go back to the home page you will see some stats, top collections, and here it is, the coming soon on Solana or the upcoming NFT collections. Now what you need to do is you need to click on each one and follow their Twitter pages, okay? It is very important to join their communities and to follow along. For example, this Solana has nearly 14,000 followers on Twitter. The next one 12.9, the next one 13.3, the next one 5,330, a little bit less than what we saw with the previous project. And if I go to Snoop Dogg, here we go. 24,000.9 followers. That is a huge community, or at least it is bigger than the others. And if I go quickly to the last one, the Danger Valley, you will see that I have already nearly 23,000 followers. So for the moment, it's not a bad idea to follow how this Snoop Dogg Bubble X project will go. And usually on Twitter you can follow along when are the minting days, so you can be one of the first grabbing an NFT, which will be great if you're looking to invest in Solana NFTs and then to resell them on the secondary market. If you like a project, make sure to follow it and click on the notification bell so you will be following along with all news that come from the project. And please don't take that project as a recommendation. It is your personal choice which one you will be following, but this is the tip I wanted to give you. I'm usually looking at the upcoming Solana NFT project. I open the Twitter pages and I'm looking at the biggest community, because the bigger the community is, obviously the more successful will be the project. It's not 100% guarantee obviously, but it's a high chance when there is a bigger community. And in the end of the video I want to share with you one more project that I keep an eye on, because if you have been following my channel for some time you will know that I'm a huge fan of the Metaverse and I'm keeping an eye on all of that. And if you actually don't want to miss videos from me about Metaverse NFTs, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you will stay tuned. And here it is, the MetaHouse. I will click on that and you will see that for about 4 Solana, which at the current price is about $640, you can get one of those MetaHomes, which I'm considering at the moment. I'm just still keeping an eye on it, how it will go, but there are already owners, and actually there are some cheap ones that are below the 3 Solana. But of course, if you are investing in Solana NFTs for the long term, you shouldn't be always looking at the cheapest ones. unless you want to flip them. But again, I will talk about that in a future video. Again, don't take that MetaHouse project as a recommendation. If you have any questions about investing in Solana NFTs, do let me know in the comments below. Of course, if I know the answer of your question, I'm not an expert in this field, honestly, and if I have said something wrong along the video, I'll be super happy if you correct me in the comments below. But we are all brand new to Solana NFT marketplace because it is just new. Alright, just make sure to keep an eye on the Solana news if they will be updating anything about their problem with the DDoS attacks. But let's face it, all blockchains had issues at one point until the moment. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. If you have enjoyed that one, make sure to press the like button, and I wish you to have a great day. Cheers.